Hi everyone, this is Chandnisha. You're watching Bollywood Live, and today we have with us the Tumbin two stars, Neha Sharma, Ashim Gulati, and Aditya C. So let's have a quick conversation with them. Hi guys.
Hello.
Yeah. So first question. Shraddha Kapoor said that she always wanted to be a part of Rock On if ever there was a sequel. Was it the same case with any of you guys?
With Tumbin?
Yeah.
To be honest, I didn't see the film at that time, 15 years back. But yeah, if I would have seen it that time, I saw it later on. But if I would have seen it that time, yes, definitely would have wanted to be a part of it, and I am.
Neha, I think Anubhav gave you the DVD and you decided not to watch the movie because you didn't want to get influenced because of it.
Absolutely.
Was it intentional?
Yes, it was, because I think that that's a film that has been loved by people at that point, and it was a cult, and I didn't want to do anything that would disappoint the fans who had seen the first one. So I wanted to give it a fresh take, a performance that's not biased by something that I've seen and influenced by Sandali's performance. So whatever I've done is absolutely fresh, new. My character is very different from Sandali's character. So yeah, it was a very thought about idea that I don't want to see the first one.
But there are certain similarities between two movies, right?
Of course it is. There are similarities, but in terms of my character, none.
Okay. Tumbin was a surprising hit. It was clashing with Amitabh Bachchan's Ux.
Yes.
So people thought obviously Tumbin might not
do
do
well
well. But yeah, Ux failure was one of the reasons why it could succeed.
No, not because Ux failed, it succeeded. It succeeded because of its own.
It was one of the reasons. I'm saying it was one of the reasons.
Because Tumbin worked at the box office, I think Ux didn't work because people actually went ahead and saw Tumbin many times and they loved the film. So I guess because it was a nice film and it was a romantic film, people were not expecting so much from it because it was a new star cast. Yeah. But word of mouth, I think it was word of mouth that got people to go and see the film, love the film.
The underdogs actually.
Okay, what about Anubhav Sinha? Was he a taskmaster? Or
at times when he decided, yes, but most of the times he was like a friend. I mean, it was great working with him. He made everything very easy for us. We were very well prepared, and that's all because of him. So by the time we went on floor, there were very few times when we were in conflict with each other as in terms of how we need to perform a particular scene. But most of the times it was just a cakewalk because that's the kind of preparation that he made us go through.
With the directors that I worked with, I think Anubhav Sinha is a bit of a taskmaster, and I think he is a disciplinarian. He is very, very, he needs everybody to be on time. He needs everybody to be not joking around while filming. Contrary to how he feels, I feel you should have a lot more fun while you're shooting. So I did feel that he was a tad bit of a taskmaster. But I believe that's the way he wants to make cinema, that's the way he feels that the vision will be 100% accurate when you're focused and you don't have any kind of distractions or, you're doing masti and all that on set. So yeah,
that's his way of working.
Yeah, that's what I feel. Aditya?
Yeah, I don't have a benchmark to compare Anubhav sir to, obviously, I haven't worked with a number of people. But for me, yes, he was very chilled out on set, and but there were times which were difficult. For example, we were shooting in like 0 and -1 degrees, So he had this thing that you cannot feel cold. I said, sir, but it is cold.
There's a making video, where I'm like freezing and I'm like, it's cold, and he's like, it's all here, it's all in your head, whether it's cold or not. I'm like, okay, my body feels cold. How do I work that out?
So there was one thing, so maybe he was trying to prep us for it, but yeah, that was very difficult. And there was one day when he pepped me up before a very important shot. He said, how can you feel cold? I'm not feeling cold. You cannot feel cold. I said, okay, so I'm not going to feel cold anymore. So I didn't wear any warmers. I did not put on any heat patches. And that was my worst take, I think, in the entire film, because I was freezing to death.
It was a different experience, honestly, working on this film for me also. I've never worked on a film where I felt like this. It was a film where I felt that I was back in school, I had two new boys who looked like probably school children from some weird school. So yeah, it was a fun film. In some ways, it was a difficult film in some ways.
Okay, Ashim, you made your TV debut, right? Was Bollywood always a target for you?
Yeah, of course. That was something that I was always working towards, and I always knew I wanted to get into films. I did a TV show as well. So that was for me, that was to tread waters and see how I fare in front of the camera and how I look, or maybe I was just trying to test myself whether I can act, because I did a lot of theatre back in school, where I performed on stage, but and theatre and on screen is just two different things altogether. It's completely different. So I didn't know that it would. I mean, in my head, it was just that I wanted to get into films, but I just wanted to see how I need to work it out. So I started with TV, and then one step at a time moved towards films. And fortunate enough, I'm doing a film with such beautiful actors. Yeah, come on.
Okay. Neha, Anubhav said that he wanted to make Tumbin 2 with newcomers since the first one was always. But you were an exception. So do you feel lucky in that manner?
Of course, I should feel lucky. I mean, I believe in something. I believe that if something has to happen, it will happen. It's destined to happen, I believe, sometimes. So yeah, his plan was to take 3 newcomers, but I guess it just happened that I got the film. So, and I think it was a very beautiful role, and any girl would kill for Taran's role. So yeah, I feel that I'm very, very lucky to be playing Taran in this film.
And we're very lucky that she's playing Taran in the film.
Yeah, you better be lucky.
Aditya, your first film didn't do that successfully well at box office. So were you choosy?
Was it? Choti Si Love Story?
Purani Jeans, right?
My first one was Choti Si Love Story.
Was his first 14
That was
years
as a
old.
kid, yeah.
Okay.
I'm talking as...
He's still a kid, but okay. We forgive you.
So, were you choosy while selecting your second movie?
Absolutely was. Being an outsider, I didn't know if I would get multiple chances to, prove myself. So I knew if the first one did not do all that well, then not a lot of people saw it. So for people to be able to see if I'm good or not, they'll have to come to the theaters. So I was being a little picky, little choosy, and wanted a big director or a big production house. Fortunate enough to get both this time.
Neha, you did a sex comedy, right?
Yes.
So, and after a series of that, it didn't have that successful run at the box office. Be it with no, I'm saying with Masti Zade or with Great Grand Masti
I am
also.
not a part of any of those.
No, I'm saying
those films haven't worked in the box
yeah.
office.
So, do you think sex comedy as a genre is dying in our country?
No, I guess it has to be a good film to work at the box office. It's not the genre that works; it's the film that works. And I guess Kya Super Cool, somehow they got everything right. And I've not seen the 2 films that you've just mentioned, but I guess sometimes people just don't connect with the story or where the jokes are. So something should have been a miss, because when people went to see Kya Super Cool Hai Hum, everybody who I met, they loved it. They loved the genre, they loved the film. So I'm guessing that the film must be a miss somewhere.
So what I feel, once people feel, as a director or producer feel that one genre is working too well, they want to bank on it, they want to cash on it. So
They somehow ignore
what people have actually loved in the film, and they focus on the things
on the wrong things actually.
That must have gone
So,
wrong.
it's not the genre, it's the story or the
Yeah.
way
it
the movie
always
is
is.
made.
It always is.
You
It
have to
always is.
focus on the right thing when you make a film, I guess.
And what do you have to say about your movie clashing with Force 2? Like, there is so much new.
John is a dear friend. I worked with him, and I think I wish him all the best for Force 2. I want both our films to do well, because it looks like a promising. They're totally different genres. Now that we're talking about genres, it's an action film. Ours is a romantic film.
And coincidentally, both are sequels also.
Yeah, but very different. So someone who wants to see a Force 2 will not be someone who wants to see a Tumbin 2. So I guess the audience is also very different. Of course, young people and family people should see both the films, because I don't know, Force is in A sort of UA. So it's like a family film. Even our film is a family film. So there's a huge wide range of audience that can probably see both the films. So I'm wishing luck to both our films.
And I'd seen Force, it was a beautiful film, so obviously, even I'm quite excited about Force 2.
Yeah, we are all excited.
Okay, so none of you belong to industry as such before you entered.
Do you? No? Oh, okay.
So do you think it's difficult for non-industry kids especially to enter this industry?
It is. I will lie if I say it is easy for you to be an outsider and get a break, because one, there are about 50,000 people who come to Bombay every day to struggle to become actors. It's not easy to get that break. We are very fortunate that we've cracked it somehow, because if you don't have, you know, like I've been in the business 9 years now, so I feel that there are a few things that you need to learn in the business. One is networking, being seen, PR, a lot of other things that matter. So if you've got all those things right, a lot of permutation combinations, if you've got all those things right, you can survive. If not, then you need to work on those things. So I guess we are very lucky to have got that break.
And I believe being an outsider, difficult to get a break, but being in the family of, like, being a star son or somebody, easier to get a break, I believe, but it's the same to survive.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's more I believe that it's probably a little more difficult for them.
For
It's
them to survive.
yeah, because they need a legacy. They have a legacy that they need to, like, you know, benchmark. So, and they do get a lot of chances, but at the same time, it's not easy because the expectations are even more higher for them. For us, it's very difficult, but as he said, it's the same chase that the same game that we're playing, and it's the same amount of effort that we need to put in.
So do you think somewhere Ranveer Singh and Sushant Singh Rajput, you know, are the kind of role models that any newcomer would set for himself? Ranveer Singh for being a non-industry kid, and Sushant for making his leap from TV to. So
listen, first of all, I don't think they've yet made it. So they're still working on it, and they are contemporaries. I would probably want to talk about Shah Rukh and Akshay Kumar, because they are the two who've, like, hit it off the ballpark, you know. And Shah Rukh Khan is someone I look up to, because he's a Delhi boy who came to Bombay with big dreams and no backing at all. So I guess he's someone I look up to, and Akshay Kumar from Delhi again. So these are the two people I look up to. Obviously, Ranveer and Sushant are doing really well for themselves, but they still have to prove themselves.
yeah, they have to reach
At that level yet. Yes.
So when Shah Rukh tweeted, was it a
Oh my God, we were all jumping. These guys were on the couch jumping, like, really? That happened? Oh God, we all
so
loved
that was a surprise for you guys?
It was. And all three of us love him. Can you believe it?
Yeah, even I.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone loves him. Yeah. So it was like, did that really happen? And then the icing on the cake, even Salman tweeted. See, like, is this happening? Pinch ourselves.
That's like a good boost that you get, you know. When
That's once in a lifetime. Something like that happens, and we are blessed that we've got that, you know. I love them both. I'm sure we love them both. So something like that happens. I mean, really? Oh my God.
Okay, Aditya, Ashim, do you think two hero projects usually, you know, heroes don't get that much attention because it is diverted?
Yeah, but to be honest, I think this was something that we were pretty comfortable with, because it was my first film, and to start off with something which is just on you as just one actor, it probably there would have been a lot more pressure. But since we're two, and it's obviously a beautiful story, it had all three characters are really.
I'm taking the pressure, guys. You guys are taking it.
No, but it's obviously the pressure is divided, and it's and since we got along really well, so it was a cakewalk. So it was pretty comfortable.
I didn't really get your question. When there are two guys, what did you mean by that?
I mean that the attention which a solo hero project gets, that the hero gets all the attention.
Yeah.
Here the attention gets diverted between two guys.
Is what she means.
So is it true? Like,
what true?
The attention gets divided or not?
So usually the actor doesn't benefit out of it.
No, we had a student of the year. Both the actors are right there.
Actually.
Yeah, I don't agree with you.
Okay, so Tumbin's music was appreciated then, and obviously now also it's same. It's like a deja vu feeling, something, or you know, or history repeating itself.
It's a beautiful feeling, and
Especially Teri Faryad.
Yeah, it's a beautiful feeling.
I think a lot of things have come together, right? Like that time also the film did not come out as a solo film. It didn't release as a solo film.
Yeah.
Happening here as well.
Yeah.
And then we have...
Too many connections.
We
Too
have
many.
Jagjit Singh, then we have Jagjit Singh now.
You know, their names are the same as well. Shekhar and Amar. So a lot of beautiful things are happening in this one.
So Neha, Sonam recently made a statement that in our industry, actors are the one who choose their actresses. Obviously Salman and Shah Rukh. So do you agree with her?
Yeah, that's true.
That actors are the one who...
Not all actors. I mean, all actors don't have that liberty or privilege, of course, because casting directors are here to do that job, and they should be doing that job. But of course, the actors who are that successful and there's a lot riding on them, I guess somewhere they feel responsible as to who they take in their film, because, you know, audiences are expecting a certain girl to play the lead opposite, let's say, a Shah Rukh or a Salman. So there's a lot of pressure on them. So I guess that's when they start involving in the casting. As far as I am concerned, I wish that was not the case, because if a casting director were to take those choices, then maybe there were opportunities for a lot more people.
Okay, what's the scene with Jaeger bomb?
What's the scene? It was a real fun song. We had a lot of fun shooting it, and that's about it. I mean, the rest of the calls are not the calls that we take.
Yeah, the Dwayne Bravo was too much fun to work with.
Oh, we all had a ball. You're a cricket fan, so I think you
Absolutely.
had a little more fun. But he's a fun person to be with. It was a party song, and all of us were
And
just
he
chilling.
parties, you know how those Caribbean people are, you know, they just want to party all the time. We had a party with him.
So
And he had those golden shoes on.
We
you
we had a blast.
Yeah.
What is your view on the ban of 500 and 1000 notes?
This is a debate that will go on for like 24 hours. I don't think we have the time on this show. So I think I will not tread those paths.
And do you think the decision will affect the release of the movies in any way?
I hope not. I hope not, because we worked on this film very hard, and I just feel that it's a bit unfortunate for Rock On, which is released this Friday, and this So this happening now does affect the business of films, because whether or not we agree to it, India is an agricultural country, and a lot of us, the rural India is massive, and probably they don't even have bank accounts. So, you know, I don't understand a lot of this, but I mean, that's a call that has been taken. So I'm hoping that this decision doesn't affect our film.
Okay, Neha, do you think that actresses who come down from South to Bollywood usually have this trouble in setting in this industry, because the way both industry functions are quite different?
Not really. I think South actresses have made a beautiful career in Bollywood, whether it was Sri Devi, Jaya Prada, take the names from then on. They've just had flourishing careers here. What the names are that I can think is Sri Devi, Jaya Prada. Now Ileana has done really well for herself here as well. Was she a South actress?
Yeah, she's done a lot of stuff.
She did here first and then went to South. So yeah, I guess it helps if you're very, very successful. I'm talking about the actresses who've made a mark.
Yeah.
They get it easy here, because then you have a star, you know, you've got a huge fan following there. So it's nicer here for producers to take you if you're working there. So I guess it's easier. I will not consider myself one of them, because I've just done 2 films. So
But you had a dream debut
yes,
there.
true,
Yeah.
true. I mean, every girl would kill for that. So I'm glad that I got that opportunity, and people loved me. Even today, when I go out, when I land on Hyderabad airport, people call me from Sanjana from Chiruta, they do that. So, you know, it's amazing the kind of love they give you. So yeah, I consider myself lucky.